Hello, I'm Dr. Laura Murillo, President and CEO of the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We are so thankful that you're joining us today, and we have a phenomenal guest. He has been just reelected to City Council. He's been a great friend to the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, is out there every day making sure that his constituents are being served, coming up with some great ideas, and so we're honored to have him here today. Councilmember Edward Pollard, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So Houston's a big city. You just made it through another election. You've got your team in place. What are some of your priorities?
So our priorities right now are to continue doing some of the initiatives that we started doing the first term. I was happy that the voters chose to extend the term limits for council members from 2-year terms to 4-year terms. It gave us much more opportunity to get things off the ground. So when it comes to some of our public safety initiatives, which is our community-based District J patrol, or our beautification efforts, which is our illegal dumping teams that also help with maintenance around the communities with ditch maintenance and right-of-ways and esplanades, all of those projects we just started in the first term. So we're looking forward to expanding on those and increasing them the second term.
And so many issues, everything, as you mentioned, from infrastructure to housing needs. How are you able to prioritize those things given the high volume that you must receive from your constituents?
Well, it really comes from the constituents. We feel their calls and their issues when we're out in the community and when we're going to the civic clubs and HOAs. We hear directly from them on things that they would like us to prioritize. Safety is always at the top of the list. But when it comes to beautification, when it comes to flood mitigation, when it comes to economic development, job creation, those are all things that as a city we have to work on to continue to improve upon so that our constituents can have an opportunity to thrive.
What is it that you would like the constituents to know about the process, if you will? If they have an issue, what is the process for the constituent?
So usually if it's a community-based concern, we like constituents to reach out to 311 to log whatever their report is. But we also want them to reach directly out to our office. Give us the service request number. Let us double team that issue with you, regardless if it is a water main leak or you have some type of nuisance or loitering in the neighborhood. If there's a public safety concern, reach out to our office directly. Let us work with you to be able to follow up on it. What we don't want is it to get pushed over to a department. It gets lost in the shuffle or it doesn't get expedited. You elect us to represent you, but we have to hear from you in order to do what you need us to do to improve your quality of life. So I always tell the constituents, don't just rely on 311 or sending an email to a department. Reach out to your council office directly and let us work with you on it.
So tell us the part of Houston that you represent, please.
So I represent District J, which is Southwest Houston. Starts in the Galleria area and it goes through Gulfton, Sharpstown, Westwood, Brayburn, into Alief. So if you're on 59 South, basically everything between 610 and the Beltway. It is the most diverse area of the most diverse city in America. Over 80 languages spoken. It has a high concentration of Hispanics, which gets broken down into Mexicans and Guatemalans and Colombians, just a melting pot of ethnicity. We also have the Mahatma Gandhi district, Chinatown, the Turkish Center. So it is very, very diverse. And that's one of the things that I love most about representing that area.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into politics.
So I'm originally from Houston, born and raised in Southwest Houston. Went to all HISD schools, then went to Morehouse College in Atlanta to get my degree in political science. Came back to Houston to get my law degree from Thurgood Marshall School of Law. And it was at Thurgood where I did a political internship at the state capitol for one of the legislative sessions. And I was there every single day working for a state rep. And I caught the political bug while I was in that environment. I saw that there were not many young people and not too many people of color that were representing our communities. And so I told myself once I graduated from law school that I would run for office. And so I did that. It took some time to really build those relationships, get my name ID up there, and to build a track record that people could trust. But once the city council seat became open in 2019, we were able to secure that victory and just got reelected again this past November.
Well, congratulations, council member, and thank you for always reaching out to the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and for being a partner with the city and the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.